If you are new to the channel, then do subscribe with notifications on, and if you're feeling extra cheeky, drop the video a like. Yo guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm DJ Kiz Walsh, and today I'm coming out with a brand new video. I'm going to be discussing something I saw on Twitter the other day. So I was just scrolling down my newsfeed, you know, just reading random shit that I usually do on Twitter. And I stumbled across a little thread of tweets. It was about DJing, of course, and I thought it'd make a really interesting video, especially because my opinion is quite a little bit controversial on the topic. So, as you can see, I'll throw the tweets up on the screen. This guy called Biaglo, he tweeted saying the best DJ is who delivers to the crowd what they want to dance to. Who cares if it's a banger after banger? The DJ is the messenger, music is the message. So, what he's basically saying here is when you're DJing, you should basically just play the best track for that moment. So it doesn't matter if you're playing, let's say, a Fisher track, and then you're going into a Drake track, and then you're going into, I don't know, a Patrick Topping track. Like, if you hop from the most popular track to the most popular track to the most popular track to the most popular track, that is okay as long as the crowd wants to hear it. Now, this sparked a little bit of a debate, a little bit of a discussion, and we have a reply here from Simon Dunmore, who is quite a big DJ. He says, of course, as a DJ has to deliver, but I prefer a balanced set with the DJ incorporating new music. If not, the scene becomes predictable and stagnates. Now, I also see this guy's opinion. What he's saying is, okay, sure, it is important to give the crowd what they want. It is important to give them the Fisher, the Drake, the Patrick Topping track. But you also need to be incorporating underground music and unreleased music so that we can try and build forward. Because if everyone just played the best tracks, everyone would have the same set, because there would be a set kind of set list that just worked and made the most amount of sense, and you wouldn't see too much kind of creativity, nothing really new, and it'd kind of stagnate and it'd get a bit boring. So I see this guy's point of view too. And of course, these two opinions are quite contrasting. You know, he did say, you know, yeah, sure, it is about giving them what they want, but it's also about giving them the underground and the unreleased. So my opinion on this lies somewhere in between the two. Now, I'm actually going to lean more towards one than the other. So I'm not just going to sit on the fence here. I'm going to be quite, you know, opinionated and be quite a strong opinion about this. But it's very, very important that you at least understand the both, right? If you don't understand why it is good to play underground and unreleased music in your sets, and you just ignore it, then that is a bad thing. However, if you understand the benefits and, you know, the positives as playing underground and unreleased music in your sets, but you are choosing to ignore that, then that's fine. Because realistically, there are hundreds and thousands of DJs out there, right? We all have the opportunity, and we all should play completely different music. No one DJ should play the exact same set as another DJ, right? That is the whole point of creativity. It's the whole point of an art form, is that we should express ourselves and do whatever we feel is best at that moment. Now, of course, it is important to give the crowd what they want. Realistically, those are the ones paying for tickets, they're paying for drinks, they've paid to travel, they want to have a good time. They are the most important thing. Now, I actually sit on the side of, I would actually rather hear what the crowd wants to hear. I don't want to hear unreleased music. I don't want to hear underground music. When I go out for a night out, the best nights out I have ever had, or the best events I've ever been to, are the ones that play the really good music back to back to back to back. The best sets I've ever heard is when for an hour straight, the DJ just plays bangers. He plays the ones everyone can sing along to, everyone can dance to, because those are the sets that make you feel good. Sure, occasionally I want to hear an unreleased track, especially if it's a good one, especially if it's got something really kind of authentic or unique about it. And it's even better than when you hear that unreleased or, you know, underground track eventually blow up, because it's then like you feel like you was involved in the growth of that track. However, I can personally say that my style of DJing and what I would like to do is very similar to someone like James Hype, where he takes, let's say, a really classic popular vocal loop and he'll mix it with an underground track. That way you're giving them, the crowd, exactly what they want, and you're staying kind of original and authentic and unique to the DJ scene, because you're letting them dance and enjoy and sing along to something that makes them feel good and is classic and, you know, holds great merit. But you're also giving them a little bit of something new. you're introducing them to a new sound, or you're trying to promote something that hasn't yet blew up and become popular. And that for me is the best part. That's the middle ground that makes the most sense. Now, of course, that's not always possible. You can't just mix classic vocals into new tracks for an hour straight, because that would become, boring, and it'd just become repetitive. But there's definitely kind of a middle ground to everything, where you can give the crowd what they want, and you can also stay original and promote new music. So personally, I can say my style of mixing and what I would try and do is I'd try and play like 2 or 3 bangers, 2 or 3 tracks that are known to make the dance floor dance. And then I'd try and introduce a new track, maybe in between those bangers, that was like something a little bit different, something that had maybe a little bit of a different sound to it, something that hopefully the crowd can still vibe with, sitting in between those popular tracks. If you've seen my Instagram videos, I always try and take like a really popular track, and I'll try and mix it with like an underground kind of deep house track, because for me anyway, those are the best transition. When you can take someone from a moment they know, a lyric, something they're used to, and you can give them something new. For me, that is when you're really introducing someone, and you're actually giving them a memory and something new that they've never had before. So I do think it's important to respect and understand why unreleased and underground music should go in your sets. But for me, as a DJ, it's always about what the crowd wants. If the crowd wants classic music, if they want the 90s, the 70s, the 80s, whatever they want, you should give it to them. You shouldn't go, okay, well, this is what you want, but because I think I know better than you, I'm gonna give you this. And then they're just like, well, we don't actually want to hear that. Then, people start going getting drinks, going to the toilet, the dance floor starts emptying a little bit. And it's not about that. People are paying money, you should give them what they want. However, you should stay original to the scene, you should stay authentic, and you should give them something new amongst what they want. Because without obviously showing people new stuff, how will they ever evolve? How will this scene and this, this DJ whirlwind that we all live in, how will it ever evolve if we just all play the same stuff? But there is definitely kind of a sweet spot in there of being authentic and giving people what they want. And it's hard to find that sometimes. It really is. And especially when you're kind of an up-and-coming DJ and you don't really know exactly what to do, what people want, trying to figure out what they want, looking at them, oh, that song didn't go that well, try this one, oh, that's not going well either, and you can't really figure it out. It's all just about learning and trying to become the best DJ you possibly can. And eventually, of course, after experience, you know exactly what they need, and you can kind of head somewhere knowing exactly what they want to hear before you've even clicked play on the first track. And that is, of course, the beauty of just practicing and learning. So to just completely kind of summarize it, the best stuff to play is whatever you and the crowd feels is right at that moment. Look at the crowd, look at your fans. If you're making online mixes, what is the most popular? What are people clicking on? There's no point like making something like a mix online that is going to do terrible because it's all new music. If you can do something that's a little bit classic and incorporate some new tracks and it do really well. Okay, DJing is a numbers game. It's about getting the most views, the most followers, the most subscribers you can. And then taking that into the club scene and being as good as you can behind the decks and giving people exactly what they want, making them dance and creating those memories. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope this cleared up a little bit. I hope it helped a little bit. And subscribe to the channel if you are new. Drop the video a like. Thank you very much for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.